Hey everyone, and welcome back to Before AGI.
It's great to be back.
Today we're diving into the world of AI chatbots,
That's right.
a topic that is absolutely exploding right now.
It really is.
You've sent over a ton of articles on this, so
Yeah.
clearly you're as fascinated by this as I am.
Absolutely.
We're going to explore all sorts of questions.
Yeah.
What kind of chatbots are out there? What are the best tools for building them?
Right.
And where are they actually being used in the real world?
Good questions.
Get this.
Yeah.
One of the articles even talks about chatbots being used in healthcare.
Wow.
So buckle up. We've got a lot to cover.
It's interesting how quickly chatbots have gone from a sci-fi concept to something we interact with every day.
Totally.
This deep dive is really going to open your eyes to the possibilities and the potential impact this tech has on so many industries.
All right, let's break it down. Before we get ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
what exactly is an AI chatbot?
At its core,
Okay.
it's a software system designed to mimic human conversation. You ask it a question or give it a command,
Right.
and it responds in a way that simulates talking to another person.
Okay, so we're not just talking about those basic bots
Right.
that follow a strict script, right?
Exactly.
I'm guessing there's a whole range of complexity here.
You're absolutely spot on.
Okay.
There are simple, rule-based chatbots, and then there are those powered by really sophisticated AI like machine learning and natural language processing, NLP.
Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of how these different chatbots work in practice?
Think about a chatbot for a bank.
Okay.
A rule-based one might handle something simple like, what's my balance?
Right.
But if you rephrase it slightly like, how much money do I have?
Okay.
It might not understand.
Interesting.
It's looking for those very specific keywords.
So it's not really understanding the meaning,
Right.
just reacting to certain words.
Exactly.
Got it.
An AI-powered chatbot using NLP can understand the intent behind your question, even if you phrase it differently.
Yeah.
It can even ask clarifying questions to make sure it gives you the right information.
Oh, that's cool.
That's like having a digital financial advisor in your pocket.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What about those chatbots you talk to rather than typing?
Those are voice-based chatbots
Okay.
using speech recognition to turn your spoken words into text that the chatbot can process. Think Siri or Alexa.
All right. So chatbots are clearly more than just a gimmick.
They are.
Let's say someone listening wanted to build their own AI chatbot. Where would they even begin?
It can seem intimidating, but it's becoming more and more accessible.
That's good.
The first step is understanding what you want your chatbot to do.
Okay.
What's its purpose?
Got it.
This will guide your whole development process.
So if I wanted a chatbot to help customers on my website, that would be my starting point.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once you know the goal,
Yeah.
you can choose your tech stack,
Yeah.
the platforms, frameworks, and tools you'll use.
Right.
For a simple chatbot, a platform like Dialogflow might be perfect, but if you need something highly customized,
Okay.
you might use Python and machine learning libraries.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a path for both beginners and those who want to get their hands dirty with code.
Definitely.
What about data?
Right.
AI systems need data to learn, don't they?
Data is the fuel for AI.
Okay.
You'll need to gather and structure data for your chatbot to learn from.
Right.
This could be existing data from your business, public data sets,
Uh-huh.
or even custom data you create.
Wait, create custom data.
Yes.
How does that work?
Let's say you're making a chatbot for a clothing store.
Okay.
You could write out various ways a user might ask about returns, like, can I return this? What's your return policy, etc. This helps the chatbot learn different phrasing and respond appropriately.
That's clever.
It is.
So you've got your purpose, tech stack, and data.
Right.
What's the next step in this chatbot adventure?
Now you design the conversation flow, like a roadmap for how users will interact with your chatbot. You anticipate possible responses and map out logical conversation paths.
So like planning out all the different directions a conversation could go on.
Yes.
Cool.
You want to make sure the user has a smooth and engaging experience, even if they throw some curveballs.
Okay.
Once you have this flow, it's time for the training montage.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What does a training montage look like for a chatbot?
This is where you feed the chatbot all that data you collected, teaching it to recognize patterns and understand what users mean.
Right.
The more it interacts,
Yeah.
the better it gets at understanding and responding naturally.
So it's like a digital brain constantly learning and evolving.
Precisely.
Cool.
Of course, you need to test it rigorously, too. Make sure it's responding correctly and handling different scenarios.
Right.
Once you're confident, you can deploy it on your chosen platform.
Okay.
Your website, a messaging app, even a voice assistant.
Wow, building a chatbot is quite a journey.
It is.
But before we get lost in the development weeds,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the specific frameworks and platforms people use to build these things.
Great point.
Yeah.
Let's explore some of the popular options out there.
Let's hear it. Give
Yeah.
us the chatbot framework rundown.
One of the most well-known is Dialogflow, developed by Google.
Okay.
It's known for being user-friendly, having strong natural language processing capabilities,
Yeah.
and integrating seamlessly with Google Assistant.
So for someone just starting out,
Yeah,
Dialogflow might be a good place to dip their toes in.
absolutely.
But-
It lowers the barrier to entry for chatbot development.
Cool.
For developers who want more control over their chatbot's inner workings, there's Rasa, an open-source framework.
So Rasa is for the more advanced users
Yes.
who like to tinker under the hood.
Exactly.
What about companies already deeply invested in the Microsoft ecosystem?
Microsoft offers the Microsoft Bot framework, which integrates seamlessly with their other products like Azure.
Got it.
It's a natural fit for businesses already using those services.
So there are frameworks tailored to different levels of experience and business needs.
Absolutely.
That's great.
It is.
But are there any other platforms worth mentioning?
Yeah.
Ones that excel in specific areas or have unique features?
There's a whole ecosystem of platforms, each with its strengths.
Okay.
Wit.ai is popular for its ease of use and natural language understanding. BotPress is another open source option known for its visual flow builder, which might appeal to visual learners.
Right.
IBM Watson Assistant leverages IBM's AI power, making it great for sophisticated scalable chatbots.
Got it.
Then you have UChat, which excels at multi-channel deployment, meaning you can create one chatbot and publish it across many messaging platforms.
Right.
Chatbase, developed by Google AI, is interesting for knowledge-based chatbots because it can learn from your existing data, even just a website URL.
That's cool.
And let's not forget VoiceFlow, designed specifically for building voice assistant and website conversational experiences.
It's a chatbot buffet out there.
It really is.
So many options. How do you choose the right one for your project?
That's a crucial decision.
Okay.
You need to think about things like scalability. Can the framework handle growth as your chatbot gets more users?
Right.
Flexibility is important too.
Right.
Can you customize it to fit your specific needs?
So it's like choosing the right foundation for a building.
Yeah.
You need to make sure it can support what you plan to build on top of it.
Exactly.
Got it.
Performance matters too.
Okay.
How quickly does it respond?
Right.
How accurately does it understand intent? And of course, customization. No two chatbots are identical. So you need a framework that allows you to fine-tune its personality and align it with your brand.
All right. So we've covered the types of chatbots,
Yes.
how to build one, and even had a chatbot framework face-off.
It's been fun.
I'm feeling pretty knowledgeable about chatbot basics now,
Awesome.
but I'm really eager to hear about how this is all playing out in the real world.
Let's shift our focus and explore the exciting ways AI chatbots are already transforming various industries.
I'm all ears.
All right.
Tell me how these bots are making a real difference.
One of the most common applications is in customer support.
Okay.
Businesses are using chatbots to handle those frequently asked questions, provide basic support, and even help with tasks like order tracking or scheduling appointments.
Right.
This frees up human agents to focus on more complex issues.
So it's like having a 247 customer service team that never sleeps.
Precisely.
Awesome.
But it's not just about efficiency. AI chatbots can personalize the customer experience too. In e-commerce, for example, chatbots recommend products, guide users through purchases, and even offer personalized discounts.
So it's like having a personal shopping assistant who knows your tastes.
Exactly.
What other industries are being impacted by this chatbot revolution?
AI chatbots are making a splash in healthcare.
Really?
They're being used for patient management, scheduling appointments, and even, this is the interesting one, offering mental health support.
Wait, chatbots for mental health?
Yeah.
That's not what I expected.
It might seem counterintuitive.
It does.
But they're proving valuable in providing accessible and anonymous mental health assistance.
Interesting.
They offer resources, coping strategies, even track mood patterns to tailor support.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
It is.
It's like having a virtual therapist available at your fingertips.
It's important to remember that chatbots aren't meant to completely replace human interaction.
Right.
They're tools to enhance and support existing systems,
Yeah.
allowing us to provide better, more personalized experiences.
That's a good point. They're like powerful allies working alongside humans.
Exactly.
So what other exciting applications are on the horizon?
Well, marketing and sales teams are embracing chatbots too.
Yeah.
They're being used for targeted marketing campaigns, personalized product recommendations, and even generating leads.
So AI chatbots are becoming savvy marketers.
Absolutely.
Right.
They can analyze user data,
Yeah.
track behavior, and even have personalized conversations to nurture leads and drive conversions.
Wow.
And one of the most exciting applications is the rise of multilingual chatbots.
Oh, wow.
They break down language barriers and let businesses connect with a global audience.
Multilingual chatbots.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
It is.
It's like having a universal translator built into your chatbot.
And as AI keeps evolving,
Yeah.
we can expect even more innovative and transformative applications to emerge.
This is all so fascinating.
It really is.
It seems like AI chatbots are poised to revolutionize the way we interact with technology and the world around us.
It's definitely an exciting time to be following the development of AI chatbots.
Yeah.
There's so much potential, and we're only scratching the surface.
I completely agree. Now, I know we've only just started to delve into this topic.
Right.
And there's still so much more to explore.
We've got a lot more ground to cover.
So, to be continued. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more on AI chatbots in just a moment.
You know, one thing that's often overlooked in all the technical talk about chatbots is the importance of personality.
Oh, that's interesting. You mean like giving them a distinct character?
Exactly.
I hadn't thought too much about that. Why is personality so crucial for a chatbot to be successful?
Well, and chatbot's personality can really make or break the user experience. Think about it. We humans are drawn to interactions that feel natural and engaging. If a chatbot sounds robotic or impersonal,
Right.
it can be a real turnoff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
So it's about making them feel more human, more relatable.
Exactly.
How do you go about designing a personality for a bot?
It starts with knowing your audience.
Okay.
Who are you trying to reach? What are their interests and preferences? What kind of communication style do they find appealing?
Right.
Once you have a good grasp of your target audience, you can start defining the chatbot's personality traits.
So if you're building a chatbot for a younger, tech-savvy crowd, you might give it a more playful and informal tone.
Right.
But a chatbot for a financial institution would probably have a more professional and reassuring personality.
Exactly. The chatbot's personality should align with the brand and the context of the interaction.
Okay.
And it's not just about the tone of voice.
Right.
You can also think about things like the chatbot's name avatar, even its sense of humor.
So it's like creating a whole persona for the chatbot,
Right.
like a character in a story.
It really is. And just like with any good character, consistency is key. The chatbot's personality should remain consistent across all interactions, whether it's answering a simple question or engaging in a more complex conversation.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's all about creating a believable and enjoyable experience for the user.
Exactly.
Are there specific tools or techniques developers use to bring these personalities to life?
There are several approaches. Some platforms allow you to define personality traits directly through settings. Others require a bit more creativity, like writing custom dialogue or using natural language generation techniques to make the responses feel more natural and varied.
Sounds like a fascinating mix of art and science.
It definitely is. You need a deep understanding of human psychology and AI technology to create a chatbot that truly resonates with people.
So how do you know if you've succeeded?
Good question.
How do you measure whether people actually enjoy interacting with your chatbot?
That's where user feedback and data analysis come in.
Okay.
You can track things like user engagement, satisfaction ratings, and even the average conversation length to see how people are responding.
It's like taking the chatbot's pulse.
Yeah.
Checking to see if it's connecting with people.
Exactly. And don't forget about A/B testing.
Okay.
You can experiment with different personality variations and see which ones resonate best with your target audience.
So it's a process of constant refinement, just like any other aspect of product development.
It is.
Now, I can't help but wonder about the potential downsides of giving chatbots too much personality. Is there a risk of making them too quirky or even offensive?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
It's definitely a balancing act. You want to create a memorable personality, but also make sure the chatbot remains respectful, inclusive, and aligned with ethical guidelines.
Right.
Humor can be a great way to build rapport, but it can also be subjective and easily backfire if not done carefully.
So proceed with caution and sensitivity.
Exactly.
Got it. Now, before we move on, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Multilingual chatbots.
Right.
The idea of breaking down language barriers with AI is really exciting.
It is.
Can you tell us more about how these multilingual bots work?
Multilingual chatbots use a combination of natural language processing, machine translation, and language detection to understand and respond in multiple languages.
So it's like having a universal translator built right in.
You could say that.
That's cool.
To build a multilingual chatbot, developers train the AI model on a massive data set of text in different languages.
Okay.
This helps the chatbot recognize patterns, understand grammar, and even adapt to regional dialects.
Yeah, it's impressive. It sounds incredibly complex.
It is a computationally intensive process, but the benefits are huge.
Okay.
Multilingual chatbots allow businesses to reach a global audience, offering customer support, marketing, and even education in multiple languages without needing massive geographically diverse teams.
So it's about creating a more inclusive and accessible digital world.
Yes.
Where language is no longer a barrier to communication.
Exactly. And as the world becomes more interconnected,
the
demand for multilingual chatbots is only going to increase.
It's definitely an exciting frontier for AI.
It is.
What are the challenges?
Right.
I imagine it's not easy to build a chatbot that can seamlessly switch between languages and understand all those cultural nuances.
You're right, there are definitely challenges.
Okay.
One of the biggest is ensuring accuracy and fluency in all the languages the chatbot supports.
Right.
Machine translation has come a long way, but it's not perfect.
Yeah.
There's always a risk of mistranslations or awkward phrasing that can affect the user experience.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between AI capabilities and human oversight.
Exactly. Thorough testing and quality assurance are critical to make sure the chatbot's responses are accurate, culturally appropriate, and truly reflect the intended meaning.
Right.
And it's an ongoing process. Language is constantly evolving, so multilingual chatbots need regular updates and refinements to keep up.
It's a constantly moving target.
It is.
Yeah, before we wrap up the discussion on multilingual chatbots, I'm curious about your thoughts on the implication for businesses.
Okay.
How can they best utilize this technology to connect with a wider audience and create a more inclusive online presence?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
First and foremost, businesses need to identify the languages spoken by their target audience and prioritize support for those languages.
Okay.
It's also crucial to consider the cultural context.
Right.
What's considered polite or appropriate in one culture might be completely different in another.
So it's important to do your homework and be aware of those cultural sensitivities.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Businesses should work with language experts and cultural consultants to ensure the chatbot's responses are respectful and appropriate for each target audience.
Okay.
And don't underestimate the value of user feedback. Getting insights from users in different language communities can help identify areas for improvement and make sure the chatbot is meeting their specific needs.
So it's about taking a thoughtful and culturally sensitive approach to development.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
It does.
Now, we've talked a lot about the different types of chatbots, the frameworks used to build them, and all the amazing ways they're being used across industries.
It's exciting stuff.
But I want to zoom out a bit and talk about a broader topic that's closely related to chatbots, but often gets overlooked.
I'm curious, what did you have in mind?
Conversational AI.
Ah, yes.
It feels like chatbots are just one piece of this larger conversational AI puzzle.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Chatbots are a very visible application of conversational AI, but the field is much broader than that.
It encompasses a wide range of technologies and concepts.
Okay, help me understand.
Yeah.
What exactly is conversational AI?
Conversational AI is about developing systems that can understand, process, and respond to human language in a way that feels natural and intuitive. It's about creating machines that can have real conversations, not just follow pre-programmed scripts.
So it's about teaching machines to speak our language and understand what we mean.
Yes.
Not just what we say.
Exactly.
Get it.
Conversational AI draws from many different fields, including natural language processing, machine learning, speech recognition, dialogue management, even psychology.
Wow. Sound like a very complex and interdisciplinary field.
It is, and it's evolving rapidly, driven by advancements in AI and a growing desire for more natural and intuitive ways to interact with technology.
So how is conversational AI different from the way we've traditionally interacted with computers? In the past, we've relied on things like keyboards, mice, and touch screens,
Right.
using commands, menus, and icons to tell computers what to do. Conversational AI aims to change that, allowing us to communicate with machines using our natural language, just like we do with each other.
So it's about making technology more human-centered.
Precisely. It's about designing systems that can adapt to the way we communicate, rather than forcing us to adapt to rigid and often clunky interfaces.
That makes a lot of sense.
It did.
It's like bridging the gap between human language and computer code.
Exactly. And that has the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with technology in countless ways.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Good.
But can you give us some concrete examples of how conversational AI is being used in the real world beyond just chatbots?
Of course. Virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are prime examples. They use conversational AI to understand your voice commands, answer your questions, and even control your smart home devices, all through natural language interaction.
So it's like having a personal assistant who lives in your phone or smart speaker.
Exactly. But conversational AI goes far beyond virtual assistants. It's being used in customer service to provide more personalized support in healthcare, to assist with diagnosis and treatment, and even in education to create interactive learning experiences.
Wow. Sounds like conversational AI is already all around us.
It is. And it's only going to become more pervasive as the technology continues to advance.
So what are some of the big challenges developers are facing in the field of conversational AI? I imagine it's not easy to teach machines to understand all the nuances of human language.
You're absolutely right. One of the biggest hurdles is natural language understanding, or NLU. It's not just about recognizing the words we're saying, but also grasping the meaning and intent behind them.
So it's not enough to just recognize words.
Exactly.
Machine needs to understand context, sentiment, even humor.
Exactly. That requires sophisticated algorithms and massive amounts of training data. Another challenge is dialogue management. Designing systems that can engage in natural and coherent conversations, remembering past interactions, and adapting to the flow of the dialogue.
It sounds like there are a lot of moving parts.
There definitely are. And we can't forget about personalization. One of the big promises of conversational AI is to create experiences tailored to each individual user. But that requires systems that can learn user preferences, adapt to different communication styles, and even anticipate needs.
So it's about making conversational AI feel less like interacting with a machine and more like talking to a helpful and understanding friend.
Exactly. The ultimate goal is to bridge the gap between humans and machines, creating seamless and intuitive interactions that enhance our lives.
This is all incredibly fascinating.
It is.
Now, as we start to wrap up this part of our deep dive into conversational AI, I want to shift gears and talk about the future. Where do you see this technology heading in the next few years? What new possibilities and challenges are on the horizon?
The future of conversational AI is full of both promise and uncertainty. It's an exciting time to be involved in this field.
Ooh, I like a good dose of mystery. Tell me more about what we might see in the coming years.
As AI technology keeps advancing, we can expect to see even more sophisticated and human-like conversational experiences.
So are we talking about chatbots that are basically indistinguishable from humans?
That's a possibility. Although it brings up a whole host of ethical questions that we need to consider carefully. But beyond just mimicking human conversation, I think conversational AI will become more integrated into our daily lives, seamlessly woven into the fabric of our digital experiences.
So less like interacting with separate AI entities and more like having AI as a natural part of the tools and services we use every day.
Exactly. We'll likely see the rise of ambient computing, where conversational AI is embedded in our surroundings, allowing us to interact with our homes, cars, and workplaces through natural language.
It sounds like we're headed towards a future where we can simply talk to our technology and have it understand and respond in a way that feels natural and effortless.
That's the vision.
That's cool.
But as we move towards that future, there are some challenges we need to address. Data privacy is a big one.
Okay.
We also need to be mindful of ethical concerns and make sure the benefits of conversational AI are accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or technical skills.
Those are all important considerations.
They are.
It seems like we're entering a new era where the lines between human and machine communication are becoming increasingly blurred.
It's a paradigm shift that could fundamentally change how we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
It's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
I agree.
But before we get lost in these futuristic visions, let's bring it back to the present.
Yes, let's ground ourselves in the practical steps we can take today to shape this future responsibly and ethically.
I think that's a perfect place to pause for now.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah.
from the basics of natural language understanding to the potential of ambient computing.
Right.
But there's still so much more to explore in the world of conversational AI.
There definitely is.
And we'll delve deeper into some of those exciting areas in just a moment.
Looking forward to it.
Don't go anywhere, folks.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with the final part of our conversational AI deep dive after a quick break. Welcome back to Before AGI. We've been exploring the fascinating world of conversational AI.
It's been a great discussion.
From chatbots to virtual assistants and beyond.
Yeah, it's a rapidly evolving field with incredible potential to change how we interact with technology.
Absolutely. But as with any powerful technology,
Right.
there are ethical considerations we need to address.
That's a crucial point. As conversational AI becomes more integrated into our lives, we need to be mindful of its impact on individuals and society.
One concern that comes to mind is data privacy.
Yeah.
Conversational AI systems collect a lot of personal information from our conversations to our preferences.
Yeah.
How do we ensure this data is handled responsibly?
Data privacy is paramount.
Okay.
Developers and companies need to prioritize robust security measures to protect user data from unauthorized access or misuse.
Right.
Transparency is also key.
Okay.
Users should be informed about what data is being collected, how it's being used, and for what purpose. They should have control over their data and the ability to delete it if they choose.
So it's about building trust and being upfront with users about how their data is being handled.
Exactly. Another important aspect is fairness and bias.
Okay.
AI systems learn from the data they're trained on.
All right.
And if that data reflects existing societal biases,
Yeah.
the AI can perpetuate those biases.
So if the training data contains biased information,
Yes.
the AI might make unfair or discriminatory decisions.
That's right. Addressing bias requires a multi-pronged approach.
Oh,
We need to create diverse and inclusive data sets,
Uh-huh.
carefully audit algorithms for bias,
Right.
and ensure that conversational AI systems are designed to promote fairness and equity.
It sounds like a complex challenge,
It is.
but a vital one to address if we want conversational AI to be a force for good.
Absolutely. We need to be proactive in mitigating potential harms and ensuring that this technology benefits everyone.
You mentioned earlier that conversational AI systems could become so advanced that they're indistinguishable from humans.
I did.
That raises some profound philosophical questions.
Indeed. If a machine can converse like a human,
Yeah.
should it have the same rights and responsibilities?
Right.
Should we grant AI systems personhood? These are deep questions that we as a society need to grapple with as this technology evolves.
It's like we're entering uncharted territory where the lines between human and machine are blurring.
It really is.
We need to have those tough conversations about the implications for our values, our laws, and our understanding of what it means to be human.
I couldn't agree more. It's a dialogue that needs to involve ethicists, policymakers, technologists, and society at large.
So while conversational AI has enormous potential to improve our lives,
Yes,
we need to proceed with caution and awareness of the ethical challenges.
absolutely. Responsible development and deployment are crucial.
Before we wrap up, I want to shift our focus to the positive.
Okay.
What are some ways conversational AI can be used to make the world a better place?
There are so many possibilities.
Yeah.
In healthcare, conversational AI can provide personalized medical advice, assist with diagnosis,
Okay.
and offer emotional support.
Right.
It can empower people with disabilities by creating more accessible and inclusive technology.
Wow.
It can break down language barriers, fostering cross-cultural understanding and collaboration.
It sounds like conversational AI can truly be a force for positive change.
It can. It has the potential to address some of the biggest challenges facing humanity,
Right.
from improving healthcare to promoting social justice to creating a more sustainable future.
That's an inspiring vision.
It is.
It's exciting to think about how we can harness this technology to build a better world.
It's a journey that requires collaboration, empathy, and a commitment to ethical principles.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into conversational AI.
Yeah, we have.
We explored the different types of systems, the challenges of development, the ethical considerations, and the incredible potential for positive impact.
It's been a fascinating exploration.
I want to thank you for sharing your insights and expertise with us today.
You're welcome.
It's been a truly thought-provoking conversation.
The pleasure was all mine.
And to our amazing listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of conversational AI. If you're interested in learning more, be sure to subscribe to Before AGI for more deep dives into the world of AI. And for those who want to go even deeper, check out my YouTube channel, Ian Ochieng, Ochieng AI, for tutorials and insights.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the possibilities.